Yeah. I'm gonna buy that one and that one. All of it. I need it all. Do you want it though? Where do I begin? I see the hate, they don't wanna see me win. Bank deposits, I got more coming in. Top down, throw the money in the wind. I don't want it all. Heard he scammer, had to switch up the accounts. Moving paper, gotta call it my account. It's all in, I can have it coming out. Been through the struggle, I can see another drought. Yeah, it's not a purse, it's a merge. 6 figures was a goal, now it's 9 or a hearse. Put it work. Used to pull up, not swerve. No time for the snakes, time to put them in the dirt, that's word. I gotta get it, it's in my DNA. You only see the highlights, don't know what it takes. Last year stressing, got no sleep. Now I'm right between the courtside and nosebleeds. Yeah, I see the hate, they don't wanna see me win. Bank deposits, I got more coming in. Top down, throw the money in the wind. I don't want it all. Heard he scammer, had to switch up the accounts. Moving paper, gotta call it my account. It's all in, I can have it coming out. And through the struggle, I can see another drought. Yeah, same circle, still the same gang. We just get to it, we don't gangbang. Lost some friends to the same thing. Keep a low pro when we maintain. Find us in a loss somewhere, kicking back. Find you on computers, type in Twitter facts. You lose a follow, throw a Twitter ad. I lose $1, bet I get it back like a boomerang. My girl likes diamonds, big one shining on a ring. I got 3 daughters, you could bet that they gon' get the same. But they got morals, I'll be damned if they sell up for change. They want a lot of things. I lose it all, you bet I get it back by any means. I trust in God, won't be $1 that can make me change. I got that power, I could get anything. I got that power, I could get anything. Where do I begin? I see the hate, they don't wanna see me win. Bank deposits, I got more.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's got this down to the 35.
Darren Waller.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Into the red zone, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end, that's Waller. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
The evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Las Vegas.
Derek Carr scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. A 10-play drive that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. after the touchdown. Here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
The ball carrier.
6 yards there. First down, Raiders.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling.
Carr going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
At their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Carr, man open, that's Henry Ruggs. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Answers nothing.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play.
But we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
10 yards to go.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Once more, here's Eckler. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled. They'll try the air now with Herbert. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Herbert back to the air. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Fire another one into the end zone.
On third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Makes the score Lancers 13, Raiders 7.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On third down, Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Running on first down, Eckler. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now Eckler. This one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards the gain there, and it'll give them the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score Lancers 16, Raiders 7.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And in today's today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Waller taking it in over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Throwing on first down is Carr. And he's got the hook up to runs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs.
Complete.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
It's second.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now Carr again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kenneth Murray. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. From the gun, Carr able to find Waller. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Here's 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw again, Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
But that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. As he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for number 83, incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Carr now on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Throwing again. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
That's to his running back, complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Carr to throw. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
What was that one?
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. To throw is Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Tyrell Williams, incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it's finished off by a Tyrell Williams touchdown. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hand team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. In the 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it. Herbert off of play action. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Final score.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.